Now, I have with me in my hands the affidavit filed by Aam Aadmi Party MLA Ravi Vishesh. Now, here is his 2003 affidavit. If my camera person Yogi can just come close, this is page number 13. Look here at the education column where he says he has university education. He claims to have studied at the Chaudhry Charan Singh University, where he says he's got a BCom degree in the year 2008. Now, let's come to his 2015 affidavit, the most recent one. This is page number 2. Now, this page number 10. Now, this is an Aam Aadmi Party MLA. He's won twice over from the prominent constituency of Karol Bagh. Now, here in the column for university education, he says he's doing an IGNOU degree, the Indira Gandhi National Open University correspondence degree, and it's a BA program, he says. So, suddenly, from being a BCom in his 2013 affidavit, he goes to a BA degree. Well, our correspondents took these papers. Now, these are sworn affidavits submitted before the Election Commission, right before the elections by this MLA. We asked the MLA about the discrepancies in his affidavit. His response will at first shock you, leave you laughing, and then wondering whether you should actually be laughing or crying. Take a look at this India Today investigation.
First, it was former Delhi Law Minister Jitendra Singh Tomar, then Commando Surendra Singh. And now a third Aam Aadmi Party MLA is under scanner for his dubious degree. Vishesh Ravi is AAP's MLA from Karol Bagh. An India Today special investigation has found massive discrepancies in his educational qualifications. Ravi fought and won the Delhi election from Karol Bagh in 2013 too. At that time, in his affidavit to the Election Commission, Ravi mentioned that he had a BCom degree from UP's Chaudhry Charan Singh University. But in his 2015 affidavit, Vishesh Ravi's educational qualification strangely reads as pursuing BA program from Delhi's Indira Gandhi National Open University. And it gets even more baffling. When India Today's correspondent sought a clarification from Vishesh Ravi, he admitted that he had got into college straight after class 10.
अच्छा, तो आपकी जानकारी में है कि कोई इस तरह की बातें उठ रही हैं आपके डिग्रियों को लेकर के?
नहीं, अभी तो नहीं
है। क्या है, आपने वैसे कहाँ से किया ये? असली क्या है? मतलब आप
जो है, जो हमने लिखा हुआ इस बार का वही है।
बीए की है या बीकॉम की है?
इस बार का जो हमारा लिखा हुआ है एफिडेविट में, उस पर किया हुआ है परस्यूम का, वही है हमारा। वही है।
तो 2013 में आपने जो लिखा था उसमें लिखा हुआ है कि आपने बीकॉम कर रखी है, जो मेरा क्या एफिडेविट है। तो 2013 में आप बीकॉम कर रहे हैं और 2015 के अंदर आप बीए परस्यूइंग कर रहे हैं। तो कौन
13 वाला हमें जानकारी, 13 वाली की हमें जानकारी नहीं है, वो कैसे क्या हुआ है, किसने लिखा है।
हाँ, तो इलेक्शन कमीशन को दिया गया ना, तो आप ही ने दिया होगा ना, जो सारी ऑनलाइन नेट पे उपलब्ध है सब चीजें। तो अच्छा, नहीं वो दिखा लेते हैं, एक बार दिखा लेते हैं। हाँ, तो आप मैं कौन सा आपने परस्यूइंग को माने ना? सही।
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
अच्छा, ठीक है। ये कहाँ से किया था आपने? ये परस्यूइंग कहाँ से कर रहे हैं अभी आप? इग्नू से।
हाँ जी, हाँ।
और ये 12th कहाँ से की थी?
हाँ जी,
12th आपने कहाँ से की है?
नहीं, इसके बाद 10th के बाद ही सीधा कर रहे हैं ना ये तो।
10th के बाद सीधा होता है?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
12th की जरूरत नहीं है?
गैप लेके। हाँ जी।
अच्छा, गैप ईयर दे करके।
जी जी।
अच्छा, ठीक है सर।
ओके, बाकी आज ना।
Even when India Today confronted Vishesh Ravi on camera, he brazenly defended himself.
पुरानी एफिडेविट कब दिखाएंगे मुझे बताइए?
आप आ जाइएगा और दिखा देंगे।
नहीं, आ जाइएगा नहीं, मुझे आप टाइम बताइए, जब बोलेंगे मैं तब।
आप कौन है? हम जज साहब लग रहे हैं क्या? आप टाइम बताएं, ऐसी कैसे बात कर रहे हैं?
The opposition is already up in arms against Vishesh Ravi. Skeletons just keep tumbling out of Aam Aadmi Party's closet. The question is, till when will Arvind Kejriwal remain silent? With Amit Chaudhary in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
Senior Aam Aadmi Party leader Ashutosh is joining me on the newsroom this evening. But before I go across to Ashutosh, let me show you what the penal provisions for misrepresentation are. Now, this is a sworn affidavit that's been submitted by Ravi Vishesh before the Election Commission of India in the polls, and The law of the land says that Ravi Vishesh can be imprisoned for up to 6 months. Up to 6 months is what he can be sent to jail for, just for having misrepresented, misdeclared his education qualifications. There can also be a fine, or there can be both. Now, Ashutosh, I have with me in my hands the two affidavits. Now, this is an open and shut case. In the instance of Jitendra Singh Tomar, we saw Kejriwal and Sisodia cry themselves hoarse, say no, that is a genuine degree. This is an open and shut case. Another MLA with a fake degree exposed tonight on the India Today channel. What does the Aam Aadmi Party intend to do about this, Ashutosh?
See, Rahul, I heard about it, but I have not seen these affidavits. And since your channel is carrying the story, I'll certainly ask party to look into the matter and see what is there. I'm not defending anything, neither I'm making any excuse for that. If there is two affidavits representing two facts, certainly there has to be some reason behind it. What is the reason? Is it callousness? Is it carelessness? Or it is misrepresentation of facts? So party would like to inquire and get back to...
I'm sorry, callousness, Ashutosh, doesn't fly as an excuse. Because this is a sworn affidavit, it's punishable under law. You can't say he was careless and therefore he didn't know what was written in the affidavit. Because when we questioned Ravi, he said that I've only passed my 10th exam, he hasn't even cleared his 12th boards, yet he's claiming to be a graduate, Ashutosh.
No, I fully agree with you. I use the word callousness not to hide anything, but to not to make any excuse. Very openly and very transparently and very politely I am saying this has come to our knowledge and we are getting into an inquiry and will get back. But let me also add here that of late there are many such instances which has come up. Right now I am having something about Smriti Irani, where in 1996 is talking about the BA Delhi University School of Correspondence, whereas another affidavit of 2014, when
that's an old story. We've done that story extensively here. On our channel, we followed that story very extensively. Now, Ashutosh, hear me out. The principal premise of establishing the Aam Aadmi Party, Ashutosh, was that you promised to be different. You said that the BJP is corrupt, the Congress is rotten, AAP will be different. Now, clearly there's no due diligence in your party before tickets are given and affidavits are given to the EC. There's no due diligence happening at all. And therefore, how are you then different from the BJP? So are you admitting tonight that, like is the case with the BJP, the AAP is the same? Is that why you're citing Smriti's example, Ashutosh?
No, certainly not. You're talking about the due diligence. Let me tell you that Aam Aadmi Party is probably the only party in India which has got a complaint committee. And after giving tickets to any candidates, anybody who has come up with a complaint, the complaint committee has listened to that. And if anybody has a problem with that complaint committee's results, then matter was referred to the Lokpal. And during elections, if you remember, there was a list of 12 candidates whose names were given by Yogendra Yadav and Prashant Bhushan. In that list, neither the Vishesh Ravi's name was there, nor the Jitendra Tomar. And then Lokpal gave its verdict, two names, one from the Mundka, one from the Mehruli. We withdrew both the candidates on the last day of nomination.
Remember that Prashant Bhushan and Yogendra Yadav both kept telling you that there are at least 6 to 8 candidates whose credentials are dubious. In the future, they will prove to be problematic for the party. They are being proven correct. You never took them seriously. You brushed their allegations or their concerns aside, and now it's coming back to bite the Aam Aadmi Party, Ashutosh.
Rahul, 12 names were given by Yogendra Yadav and Prashant Bhushan. Lokpal, the internal Lokpal of the party, Admiral Ramdas, personally inquired these cases. 2 cases, they said, please change them. We changed them. What I'm trying to tell you that these information which is coming to us means that we further need to pull up our shop.
No, so what will you do? Okay, because I'm 100% certain that our story is 100% correct. Now, what will you do? Because the last time you tried to brazen it out, you held out an RTI application in defense. That RTI response now turns out to be fake, with the university saying we never responded to this RTI. What will the Aam Aadmi Party do against people like Ravi Vishesh, against people like Jitendra Singh Tomar?
First of all, like about the Jitendra Singh Tomar, the matter has already been referred to the Lokpal. We have already sought his resignation and we are waiting for the court to give any verdict. About the Vishesh Ravi, this matter, if required, will again be sent to the Lokpal. Let Lokpal decide on these matters.
And why wasn't this done earlier, Ashutosh? You're saying you'll refer them now to the Lokpal. No. Earlier, Arvind Kejriwal, I think at your book launch and also at another event, was hitting out at the media, saying the media is running a witch hunting campaign against us. And all those stories are coming out to be absolutely true. Shouldn't this have been referred to the Lokpal in the first instance? Is that not a big failure on the part of the Aam Aadmi Party, Ashutosh?
Rahul, let me tell you one thing, that even I personally had seen those certificates and the degrees of Jitendra Tomar. Even I was convinced that these degrees are not fake. It's not once but many times those degrees has been seen. I can understand that we might have made a mistake. And if we had known about these degrees, that these degrees are fake, if we could drop 2 names from contesting elections, we could have added another name. It's not that we
No, but this is taken together, Ashutosh. This is deeply embarrassing for Arvind Kejriwal. And why is Kejriwal not saying anything about it? When it comes to levelling charges, Arvind Kejriwal is very quick at that. He's very good at that. When it comes to responding to charges, he goes into a deep silent mode. Ashutosh?
I know that my words and my voice doesn't carry as much weight as Arvind Kejriwal, but I also represent party as he represents party. So if I am responding on behalf of the party, that is the formal response from the party, and I think it should be taken as it is.
You've got Somnath Bharti, who the Delhi police is telling us may be arrested soon, because if the wife doesn't take back the complaint, then an arrest is imminent. You've got Jitendra Singh Tomar, who is being made to look like a complete fool by the Delhi police, because he doesn't know where his classroom is, he doesn't recognize his teachers, he can't even tell the way to his college from his railway station. You would have seen that story on our channel. Now this is very embarrassing. Now another instance, and there are people who told us there could be more. Is there some kind of a purge? Are you looking at the credentials of all your candidates? What is it that the AAP is doing, Ashutosh?
No, Rahul, let me tell you one thing. Anybody who is transgressing the boundaries of law has to face law and has to be subjected to the rigorous scrutiny. And I'm glad that Aam Aadmi Party is continuously being scrutinized by the media and others. Let me promise you frankly and more transparently that if anybody is found on the wrong side of the law, wrong side of the court, Aam Aadmi Party is not going to defend them, and neither they will have place in the party.
Okay, I'm going to leave it over there. Ashutosh, for joining us tonight, thank you very much. Really appreciate you joining us.